Alright, so, I'm sitting down, eating my food, editing a video, and I'm thinking, what am I gonna watch? On the side, for my brain rot, I'm editing, eating, I need something to watch. It's just the nature of my way. I see a Havoc video, what? I said, I'm gonna watch this today. We're gonna see what this is about. And I hear him talking about Shaolin.
I want to talk about Shaolin because I'm seeing a lot of noise about him. I see that a lot of people hate Shaolin, right? And I never really realized the hate for him until the recent Hero Fest.
So he says that he doesn't realize the hate, and why does everyone hate Shaolin? Because yes, his kid is strong, but he's not, broken. I'm here to discuss why he is broken to some extent. And it's mostly going to be about fours, because that's where he is the most broken. I mean, in duels, sure, he's still very strong. He's quite overtuned, but I wouldn't say necessarily is broken in fours. And Havoc doesn't really play Dominion, at least from what I know. He doesn't post it. I play Dominion every day, basically. But I understand the game entirely, and I do play a lot of fours, so that's why I feel like I can talk about why Shaolin is broken and why everyone really does hate him. Hopefully get some insight to Havoc if he does see this, to let him know why Shaolin is so hated and broken. So my first piece of evidence is that we have Flicker. Now, I know Flicker doesn't necessarily, in the one settings, really grant you a whole lot, because for the most part, you're not reacting to the Sidelights. I mean, you can, they're reactable, sure. But the kick, for what I know, isn't reactable, right? You're not differentiating kick to undodgeable. But when you're in Dominion and he's animation blending a shit ton of stuff and you are trying to parry on red or do stuff from external, and he has above 80 ping, it is the most annoying fucking thing in the world. Why people can't play the game without exploiting is beyond me. I don't get Shaolin flickers, I really don't. But no one likes watching someone exploit the game just for whatever reason that they feel is necessary. But yeah, we have Flicker, and with high ping, it is just so fucking annoying to see this idiot character just mashing around in the background from external, trying to get away from him. It is so annoying. So my second reason why Shaolin's so hated is his tier 2 and his tier 3 feat. Now, Blink, they buffed a while ago, and essentially just is undodgeable. I have dodged it on sheer luck. I mean, it's reactable. You can see him doing it, as are most feats. Shooting stars, fucking kunai, longbow, those are reactable feats, and so is Blink. But for some fuck-ass reason, Shaolin's Blink will track everything, and it puts him into his fucking 50-50 sweep mix-up, and it's just such a nightmare to deal with. And there's no running from him if you're trying to get high health, so you're just gonna get chased down like a fucking monkey. And if you have teammates around, you can fucking communicate in comms and say, hey, I'm gonna tier 2 into my 50-50, and we can get a huge fucking chunk of damage. And his tier 3 feat, for some reason, heals on block. It did get its healing nerfed, but if you block Shaolin's 50-50 mix-up, and he does an undodgeable, he gets health for him and people around him, and it cleanses. Why? I made the right read. I shouldn't have to, even parrying him gives the health. It's such a bad tier 3 design. It is way too strong for what it does. Sure, the health got nerfed, but that doesn't fucking matter. The Shaolin should not be getting rewarded for getting parried, and the people around him. That is very fucking stupid. Reason 3 is his chi stance Sidelights. They have so much fucking hitbox and utility and forward lunge. His bow staff, it sometimes just fucking teleports, dude, and it hits everything. It's not gonna hit behind him like old Afira, thank God, but it hits everything to the side, and if you're in front of him, you're getting fucking smacked. And they also crush and counter. And it's just really annoying. They're fast too. They're not slow. Sure, you can react to them. They're not unreactable lights. But with an undodgeable heavy and the light mix up, I mean, if you gotta go for one or the other, and he also has the kick, so you have a 33% chance to guess it right. But those Sidelights have way too big a hitbox or forward momentum. They can't also CC and do another 50-50 mix up. It's just why? It's too much utility for one move. Reason number 4 is his dodge attack, right? Has way too much safety. It is so safe. Sure, free light parry, but from external, the animation for it is so wonky that most people just aren't going to parry it. There's so many times where I'm just dodging in and out of chi stance. Not only do I have a 33-33-33 mix up out of chi stance, I can dodge attack out of it for a very safe, wonky animation external dodge attack, and even if I'm not externaling, it still has very, very good hitbox. It's going to hit everyone. Again, unless there's a VG, that's pretty much really, and VP, the only counter to this character. And same with Aramusha. These are like a few characters counter him. But if it's a smart Shaolin, they just feint into the neutral. But his dodge attack, with external dodging, too much safety with the fucked up animation, and giant hitbox into his 1 in 3 mix-up. Or into another dodge attack that deflects, right? On heavy input, which is the same as your dodge attack. The amount of times where I just get away with so much garbage because players don't know that the dodge attack is coming towards them because they still see the indicator regardless. It's just such a weird and fucked up looking animation that unless you're like really like locked in or just like know that a Shaolin is brain rotting, it's very difficult to deal with. Reason number 5 is his confirms. Now, they're not pin confirms, but they might as well be when you are delaying his chain lights. His light confirms are very nice, albeit light confirms aren't necessarily the most strong because all you have to do is parry it, but that's asking a lot from most people from external when they're focused on anti-ganking, not really parrying a fucking neutral 500 MS light attack. So when you delay his light attack into the bop, 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 I do it anyways just because it's fun. Even in the 1v1s, I love the animation and the sound is very satisfying. I do the same thing with Griffin. You can pretty much like easily confirm most attacks with his delay light attacks, especially when you go into the kick. Your kick into the delay lights are going to confirm big chunky damage. So it's just kind of not fun being stuck like in an animation lock for those light attacks on the delay and then eating like someone backstep lights into the top unblockable with the triple light confirm. So for reason number 7, Shaolin, his sweep confirms way too much damage, and this is because you have to wait for essentially the full animation to be done. When Shaolin sweeps you, and as soon as you have to wait that little second, because if you light attack or heavy too fast, you will get up for the most part. But if you are off your feet and someone is heavying you, you have to wait till Shaolin comes down with his top heavy to stand up. Once he's like in she stance, you start to stand, but people can just abuse you for days while you're falling, and it's so fucking annoying. Like, why do I not just, as soon as I take any tick of damage, right, I get hit by anybody while I'm falling, I should stand right the fuck back up like how old Rocksteady used to work. If you're an OG and you remember fucking Rocksteady from back in the day. But I genuinely do not understand why you have to sit there and just take abuse. Especially with confirming his fucking sweep. And albeit, you don't even have to confirm most part, you can just let that bitch fly. It has weird fucking hitbox. You can dodge it and that motherfucker still hits you if you do not dodge late. If you dodge like early or slightly too early, it is hitting you and you are just eating such a big damage for no reason. And if someone's smart, they'll just, when they get up, the Shaolin will kick you, confirm another top heavy with his fucking kick in the light. So for me, those are pretty much like the essential main reasons as to why Shaolin is so disliked, is so hated, and very much overtuned, kind of busted in Dominion. Now, I hope this helps for people that really don't understand why, or are confused why, or really just like Shaolin, or are just fucking Shaolin connoisseurs. And if Havoc sees this is why Shaolin is very much hated in Dominion and in higher level Dominion as well, which I would say I am in. I am not a comp player by any means, but I am in a higher level of Dominion as I really do not lose, and I do fight very good players very often. But let me know what you guys think. Let me know if you really like Shaolin or if you really do hate him, if you find him busted, very balanced as an overtuned character, or one of For Honor's best reworks, which I do agree, it's just he does have problems. But who am I kidding? It's the For Honor team, and pretty much every character has problems, but we love our game. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed, and hopefully you're enjoying your week so far. If I can, let me get a vibe check if you made it this far. I would love to know how you're doing. Thanks guys for sticking around, and yeah, I'm out of here.